Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. एक संख्या विहीनोऽस्मि नित्य मुक्त स्वरूपवान् आकाशादपि सूक्ष्मोऽहम् आद्यन्ता भाववानहम्. We are trying to assert our essential nature through these various mantras. Today, as we assert that I am body, I am man, I am young, I am old, I am Gujarati, we are asserting that. When our assertion goes to the same extent about our essential nature, then we are walking the spiritual path with the business of spirituality. Otherwise, it is just a kind of a casual approach. No, it has to be commitment. Bhagavan says in Gita, Yajnarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya Mukta Sangha Samachara. Samachara means with commitment, perfectly. There is no compromise. See? So, two aspects are involved in a spiritual practice. One aspect is, what we are not, we have to reject it. The real spiritual practice is, we have to change our notions. The notion about ourselves, the world, the God, the spiritual practice. Unless we change these notions, we will be nowhere on the spiritual path. Therefore, here the notion is we are rejected the Panchakoshas. Then what are we? What is left behind? So here it is this. Eka Sankhya Vihinosmi Nitya Mukta Swarupavan Eka Sankhya Vihinosmi. That means zero? No. Eka Sankhya Vihina means where there is no possibility of the second. We don't have to tell that this is my elder son. The moment you say elder son, naturally the next question will come. Who is the youngest one? See? Therefore, Eka Sankhya Vihinosmi, we call the reality as Ekam Eva Advitiyam only because of the reference to the multiplicity. So here, Eka Sankhya Vihinosmi. Now if you go on rejecting the things, the world, the body, the sense organs, the mind, the intellect, the life principle, the energy, and you come to a point which cannot be rejected. When it cannot be rejected, it doesn't suffer the possibility of is and is not. Everything in this world is recognized by us in these two ways. Like, what is in my hand? There is a book. I take it away. Now what is in my hand? There is no book. So earlier my knowledge was conditioned by the presence of the book. So I am already biased in my knowledge. And when the book is removed, then we will say there is no book. In short, everything in this world is recognized by these two options. Is and is not. Anything you take. It is a day, it is not a night. It is Mumbai, it is not Delhi. It is 2019, it is not 1947. Desha Kala Vastu. I am a man, not a woman. I am old, not young. See? Options. But when we come to our being, there is no option. When there is no option of I am not, Is it wise to say that I am? There is no need, because there is no option. This is the meaning. Eka sankhya vihinosmi nitya mukta swarupavan. Swarupa is essential nature. We have got two natures. One is essential nature, second is acquired nature. Acquired nature is so many things like smoking, drinking, developing some habits, default settings. Acquired nature, we meet anybody. Indians have got this acquired nature. When we meet anybody, immediately we take out the paper pen and start writing his kundali. What is your name? Where are you from? How many of you? Where were you born? Why were you born? No end to it. See? Therefore, when we are talking about Nitya Mukta Swarupavan, meaning this acquired nature is no more a burden for us. See? Now, how this acquired nature covers the essential nature. See? Like you take the sweetness of the sugar. Now, the sweetness is essential nature, but the sugar is available in so many ways. Cubes, crystals, powder, syrup. And then we give importance to no, in our house we don't have that sugar which everybody has. We have got cubes. Because we are living in a small box. We don't go out of it. So what is important? It is the sweetness that is important. It doesn't matter whether it is a cube or a crystal. Now the same way now becomes subjective. This example I have been giving shamelessly, but once in a while it may click. Our vision is covered by predominance of importance given to the objects. See? So when we are giving importance to the object, we are not even concerned about our vision. But without the vision, objects cannot be seen. And we do give importance to the vision also when for the first time we start getting headache, we can't see properly, then we go to the doctor and then the doctor gives us something to read. Can we read this thing? No. Then he changes the sizes. Can we read? Can you read? And then yes, now I can read. Then he will tell you, okay, you have got -50 number. You have to put a binocular to see the world. So, where was our attention when we were with the ophthalmologist? Not on the objects, but on the vision. Now we go, we drop the objects, we have come to the vision. Then we are caught up in our sense organs. So, objects are covering our sense organs. Then sense organs are covering our mind. Whatever I want for it, that alone I should get. If I don't get that thing, I will not take food. See how stupid things are. And then we become emotional. In this house, nobody cares for me. So, then these sense organs, slavery covers our mind. Then the mind covers our intellect, the faculty of discrimination and wisdom. Emotions are beautiful in life. But to become emotional is a bondage. See, friends. And then this intellect covers our life. Everything we want to be logically proved. See? If God is everywhere, why we have to go to the temple? Logic. When a young boy asked me this question, he used to bring his mother for the talks. And he asked me, Swamiji, please tell my mother, you people tell God is everywhere. Isn't God at home? Why she has to come all the way to the temple? I said, look here, you are intelligent. Your mother is old, outdated. She doesn't know anything. So don't bring her. No, I'll bring her. I said, why do you bring? Because I love her. So when there is love, there is no logic. What is important for you? Love or logic? But intellectuals suffer intelligently in life because of this arrogance of cause and effect. If God is everywhere, is it not at home? Why come to the temple? So I told him, I said, look here, God is everywhere. It is at home. I agree with you. But it is not in the temple. Therefore, she should not come to the temple. If he is everywhere, is it not? He is not in the temple. Like milk is everywhere in the whole body of the cow. Will you start milking the cow from the horns? The place of availability is only the udder. In the same manner, God is everywhere. But are we able to recognize that? See, friends. Therefore, these kinds of logic and argument, it covers the beauty of our life. And then this life we get so much involved that the energy behind the life is completely masked. And when we reach the energy, then we become caught up in those various siddhis that we get out of the energy recognition. And the truth is hidden. This is what is meant here, Nitya Mukta Swarupavan. We are functioning through the body, but we are no more slaves to the body. We are functioning through the sense organs, but we are no more slaves to the sense organs. We are functioning through the mind, but we are not emotional wrecks. We are functioning through the intellect, but it is no more a burden to us. In this manner, when a seeker is steadily, systematically approaching, then he will have this experience, Nitya Mukta Swarupavan. We are never bound. Bondage is our imagination. See? When the divorces happen, just observe exactly what happens. First, this useless boy falls in love and gets hurt. That hurt in the love is called as marriage. And then that hurt continues for a few days. Then he recognizes his mistake and then he divorces. So earlier he became a husband, now he is no more a husband. Now the question is, where that husband has gone? And where that wife has gone? The girl is still there. Now we are no more husband and wife, but we are staying together as in a house staying. But where the wife has gone? It was nowhere. So that non-existing entity called as the husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, in-law, outlaw, they are all miserable. The day you get this point in your life, you will understand the meaning of this Nitya Mukta Swarupavan. Then Akashadapi Sukshmoham. I am subtler than the space. In our knowledge, the subtlest thing is the space. What is the meaning of subtlety? That which supports everything but doesn't get influenced by anything. So the space supports the remaining four elements, but they do not influence the space. First step. Now where the space has come from? Space has come from our mind. When the mind is closed in deep sleep and we go to sleep, that time the question is, where are we? Because the space is not there. But then we are seeing the dreams. So in the dream, where the dream space has come from? You see, the same mind has projected the gross space, the gross world has come. Now the same mind projects the dream space and the dream world comes. Then the mind goes for sleep for a long time. Then both the waking world, dream world disappears. Then what remains? The third space. The third space is called as the solid space, the Chidakasha, the conscious space. In this, there is nothing but the truth. Contemplate on this particular thought. What must be the meaning of a solid space? Space is emptiness. Emptiness is required to keep the things. See? Many people, they add rooms to their house because they have got so much of garbage in their house that they cannot accommodate. So they want more space. So space is required for accommodation of the things. But when it is a solid space, how it can be simultaneously solid as well as the space? Think. So what we have to understand, like gold is the solid space for all the ornaments. So where are the ornaments? They don't come from outside. They are existing in the gold in unmanifest form. Similarly, the whole world is in unmanifest form in this absolute conscious blissful existence, and it becomes manifest. Because it is contained in the conscious existence, it is space, but other than the conscious existence, there is nothing, therefore solid. This is the meaning here, Akashadapi Sukshmoham. I am subtler than even the space. And Aham Adyanta Bhavavanaham. And therefore, I am free from the notions of beginning, middle and end. See. What is the meaning of beginning, middle and end? Three things. Number one, beginning, birth. We have no experience of birth. Middle, modifications. We have no experience that we are growing. It is somebody who calls us, addresses us for the first time. Uncle, what is the time you get the first kick of your life? People started calling me uncle now. The second kick we get when you talk to some small child on an airport or in a train or somewhere, and the mother of the child says, see, Ajoba kai manta, are baapre, Ajoba ho gaya budao. See, friends, nobody had experience that we are modifying, growing. And then, anta, the end. Nobody had the experience of death. Now you don't have to do anything for this. See, today I was reading one Upanishad, Maitrayani Upanishad, and it is 3 chapters. Like this has got 6 chapters. I keep on reading new things so that your mind doesn't become rusted. Otherwise, if there is no some efforts given to the mind or the intellect, it becomes rusted. The moment you touch Bhagavad Gita, Dharma ch-3, Kurukshetra, default through ho jata hai. No charm in that. Life must have challenges. Then you can live good life. See? And why these government servants are dumb? They have no challenge. They are a challenge to the society. They will not work, go to the office and kahi dya ani chala. Kaidya ani chala. See, the meaning is that. Therefore, there is no charm. One of my friends in Seattle, in Washington State, is a Gujarati, very intelligent boy, he's software engineer. When I went to his place, I said, hey, how is your Microsoft going? Swamiji, I resigned that job. I was getting bored, the same thing every day. Looking at that monitor, dumb like every day something. I got bored. Then what do you do? He said, I have started my own consultancy and I take turnkey projects. Right from writing the report, getting the finance, getting these fund providers and starting it, everything complete. And then I hand over it to the person who has hired me and I am through. Then I take the second project. He said, there is such a charm in that. There is some joy. If life doesn't have challenges, you will be most miserable in life. All those people who are not having challenges in life, they go into depression. Then they become challenge for others. See, friends, don't lead a mechanical life. We must have something new every. And the same thing happens with your meditation. Meditation is never repeated. Every meditation is unique. It is not a military drill. By the left, quick march. No. Every day, a different approach. See? So in that Upanishad, when I was studying, I came to this point where it was said that those who are going to the temples, ringing the bell, they are of the lowest cadre. Then those who are struggling in meditation, they are also but little better than that. At least they have become subjective. But they are still wanting to have some experience, objective experience. Then the third one, those who go to satsang so that they can sleep well at night. A little better. And those who are able to remain effortless, they are nearer to the reality. Patanjali also says the same thing. Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapattibhyam. Lesser the efforts we have in life, we are nearer to the reality. Now those people who are hard of hearing, they have to put lot of efforts to listen. And because of putting lot of efforts, they get tired. Others are not, because their hearing ability is normal. And when they get tired, then why waste time? Go to sleep. And such people are the ones who come first and say, Swamiji, oh, you spoke awesome. How come? Because you put me to sleep. See, friends, therefore, let life be not a struggle. Relax and go through the difficulties in a relaxed mode, not tension all the time. तबला और दिमाग हमेशा चढ़ा के नहीं रखते. Whenever you have to have music, then you tuck चढ़ा दिया. After that, cool down, relax. And if you keep the tabla chadha all the time, it will become useless for some time. Exactly the same way. When required, you are alert, quiet and vigilant. Three qualities. Therefore, Akashanda Visukshmaham Adyanta Bhavavanaham Sarva Prakasha Rupoham Paravara Sukhosmiham Satta Matra Swarupoham Shuddha Moksha Swarupavan Sarva Prakasha Swarupoham. I am of the nature of all light. Prakasha. And this is another word which is mostly misunderstood. What we understand by light is this light. This is not meant here. See? Because this is not correctly understood, then we sit for meditation and then we see the light. And then the light starts expanding. And next time you sit, it doesn't happen. Then worried. क्या हो गया लाइट दिखता ही नहीं बल्ब फ्यूज हो गया man, change it. That is not the meaning of light. Light is that which illuminates. See, in a dark room, a candle light is very powerful. The same light is meaningless when it is kept in a bright sun at 12 o'clock. So, the sunlight is so powerful, it overpowers the small little light. Then that sunlight is illuminated by what light? By our vision. So, the light of our vision is more powerful than the sunlight. Think. And the light of the vision is illuminated by the light of the mind. And the mind is illuminated by the light of the intellect. So that doesn't mean when you are sitting in meditation and slowly discarding everything, going nearer to yourself, then the light will start coming out of you. What is happening? Getting realized. In 11th chapter, this is one of the jokes in Bhagavad Gita. There are 108 jokes in Bhagavad Gita. If you have got a WQ, you know WQ? BBQ, that we know. First time when I was in Sydney, I saw a restaurant, BBQ restaurant. I say, hey, what is this BBQ restaurant? How do you don't know? It's a barbecue. I said, no man, you don't know. BBQ restaurant hai na? No need of the BB. Go to restaurant and enjoy. So, when we are thus able to see that light is a factor that illuminates. Therefore, when it is said, Sarva Prakasha Swarupoham, therefore what is meant is, I am illuminating everything. What is that everything? The object of knowledge, the knowledge of the object, and the knower of the object of knowledge. All the three. Technically called a Triputi. All the three are illuminated by the same light. Don't we see? Today I am uncomfortable. So the one that also we know, uncomfort we know, today also we know. Therefore, Sarva Prakasha Rupoham Paravara Sukhosmeham. And I am at peace under all conditions. Para avara. Avara Sukha means the worldly enjoyments. Para Sukha means that happiness which is not dependent on the worldly things. To understand the meaning of it is very subtle. Many times spirituality is mistaken as that Gambhirananda. All the time sitting seriously and not enjoying the world. Para avara sukhosmya. We are in this world for a vacation with a knowledge that this is an illusion. And whenever you see any illusion, you never suffer. You enjoy illusions. Don't we go to see the drama and the movies? They are illusions, they are not real. But don't we enjoy? But at the same time, the second thing happens. Whatever is recognized as illusion, we enjoy, but we don't desire. So enjoyment without the impact of desire is Jivan Mukti. That is Avara Sukham, the lower happiness. And this lower happiness is no more an obstacle for the ultimate. Therefore, Paravara Sukhosmyam Satta Matra Swarupoham. I am existence only, not existence of. Yesterday also I told you, this Matra we have to clearly understand. Matra means only. Satta Matra, existence only, not existence of the mic, existence of the camera, existence of the light. No. Existence itself. Now how to catch this existence? Be attentive. This is a book. existence with speciality. So it is a specific existence. Means what? This is a book. This is not a pen. This is not a horse. This is a book. This is called as specific existence. Then second one. This is a mic. This is not a book. This is also specific existence. In between, there is nothing. So what is that? Non-specific existence. Shankaracharya says, Laya vikshepayoho sandhau manastatra niramisham sa sandhi sadhito yena samuktanatra samshayaha. When we are able to abide between the two things. So the first thought is thoughted, but the second thought is not yet born. That gap is the place where the truth is hidden. And what is that truth? We know both the presence of the object as well as the absence of the object. Then who are we? We are beyond presence and absence. Is it not our experience? When we have no possibility of our absence, there is no need to justify that I am present. Thoughts are always with these two options, presence and absence. But our being is beyond that, and therefore satta matra swarupoham. This existence is not opposed to anything else. Light is opposed to darkness. Cold is opposed to heat. Joy is opposed to the sorrows. Birth is opposed to death. Riches are opposed to poverty. But we are not opposed to anything. Is it not? Waking comes and goes. Dream comes and goes. How many bad dreams come? We are not opposed. We support every dream. Then deep sleep also comes and goes. We support even the absence. This unopposed existence is meant here, satta matra swarupoham. Therefore, one of the spiritual practices is don't oppose anything in this world. ठीक है. See, I told you probably, we have always, every year, one camp in one Anandamyima Ashram near Chandod, Gujarat, on the banks of Narmada Ji. And there, the tradition is, when we all sit for taking food, they will be doing the Jaikara, that Shri Shri Anandamayi Mata ki Jai, Anandeshwar Mahadeva ki Jai, 1, 2, 3, 4, a dozen of them. After all that is over, then that man will say, Aaj ka bhojan. Everybody says, Bahut acha hai. Now eat. How beautiful it is. Not opposed to anything in this world. This is so simple if we just observe ourselves. Our vision is not opposed to any color. Our hearing ability is not opposed to any sound. Our mind is not opposed to any thought. See, friends, this is what is meant here, that satta matra swarupoham, and therefore shuddha moksha swarupavan. This is what is called as liberation. Liberation is not going somewhere out above the clouds and then find out there is no internet. No. That is not the meaning of liberation. Liberation is wherever you are free. See, my friends, Nitya Moksha Swarupavan, Satyananda Swarupoham, Jnanananda Ghanosmyaham, Vijnana Matra Rupoham, Satchidananda Lakshana. So, Satyananda Sarupoham. I am of the nature of real happiness, Satyananda. See, what we mistake is, excitement is mistaken as happiness. When people go to disco, they get excitement. And when they come, ha, maja aaya, and they are tired. But instead of disco, you come to discourse. Here also you get happiness. But this happiness doesn't exhaust you. See? Therefore, Satyananda Sarup, this is the real bliss, which is not dependent on anything. See, friends, all what we do in Satsanga is only correct the wrong notions without creating new notions. We are all leading a notional life. We have to transcend all the notions and come to the reality that we are Jnanananda Ghanosmeham. I am Jnanananda Ghana means I am conscious, blissful, solid experience. Ghana means there is no division. In knowledge, the division is knower, known knowledge. In bhoga, enjoyment, the division is enjoyed, enjoyment and enjoyer. This division is totally absent. Therefore, one of the technique we told is the happiness without the enjoyer is Paramatma. Existence without any special attribute is Paramatma. The knowledge without a knower is Paramatma. And that is our essential nature. When we know the worldly things, there the knower is born. And how the knower is born? The known is not me. So that knowledge where the knower and not me, these two things are born, it is at the level of the mind. But that knowledge where the not me is not even conceived, meaning where the knower and the known division dissolves in the solid experience of being, that is what is called here Jnanananda Ghanosmeham Vijnana Matra Rupoham Satchidananda Lakshanaha. And I, Vijnana here means the experience. I am of the nature of experience, not experience of. Experience of good food, experience of satsanga, experience of traffic jam, experience of getting good food at home. This is just an example. We are so peculiar people. At home we expect the food like the hotel one. And when we go out we want homemade food. Gujarati thali kahan milti hai? Therefore, it is not the experience of anything, but experience itself. Now see, what is that experience itself? This is the experience itself. There is experience, but you are not experiencing anything. The experience of being is different from the experience of things. That is why these wives call their husband, poor thing, he is working very hard. But he is not a thing man, he is a being. See? Therefore, Vijnana Matra Rupoham Satchidananda Lakshanaha, of the nature of conscious blissful existence. Brahma Matramidam Sarvam Brahmanonyanna Kinchana Tadevaham Sadanandam Brahmaivaham Sanatanam. Brahma Matramidam Sarvam. Everything is nothing but Paramatma, Brahman, Bhagavan or the Param Shiva. That alone is the truth. Now to understand this, we have to have some basics clear according to Vedanta. If you take any object, it requires two causes for its existence. Like a mud pot, we require clay and a pot maker. When these two will come together, then the mud pot is created. Now, when the mud pot was sold by the pot maker and it has gone to some other distant place, that pot maker is not in the pot or with the pot. But when we are told God is everywhere, in everything, but we don't see the pot maker in the pot, then what is there? The mud is there. So wherever the pot may go, the mud will be always with the pot. What does it mean? It means when we tell God is everywhere in everything, we are talking about God as the material cause of this world. And when we say God is omniscient, all-knower, then we are talking about God as the efficient cause. So put together, what it means? It means the Lord is, the Paramatma is, the Brahman is simultaneously the material and the efficient cause of this world. This you will not get in any religion, anywhere. Upanishad tells, Yator yatha urdanavi srijate gründate cha yatha prithivyam oshadhayas sambhavanti yatha satapurushat keshalomani tatha ksharat sambhavati vishwam. Yatha urdanavi means the spider. The spider takes out the thread for the manufacture of his house from himself. It is an order to anybody. Then there is no architect employed. There is no engineer required. There is no labor force required. Everything he brings out and he swallows. When a spider can do that, can't Paramatma do this? Yatha urdanavi srijate gründate cha. Don't we do the same thing in the dream? The whole world is created. Out of what? Out of our mind. When our dumb mind can create such a beautiful dream, can't the Lord create the whole world? See? Then the second thing is, Yatha Prithvivyam Oshadhaya Sambhavanti. Prithvi, the earth is inert. From the inert earth, the living plants come out. Contradiction. Then Yatha Satap Purushat Keshalomani. Satap Purusha means the living person. From the living person, the Keshalomani, the hair on the body are called as loma. And hair on the head, if you have, they are called as Kesha. See? Keshalomani. So from the living person, the dead hair come out. Hairs have no life. If you cut your hair, you don't get pain. See, friends, in the same manner, tatha akshara sambhavati vishwam. Similarly, from this absolute reality, this peculiar world full of all contradictions comes out. So, Brahmamadmidam sarvam brahmanonyana kinchana. Therefore, other than Paramatma, there is nothing. Therefore, be very attentive. When we touch a tricolor, we don't touch India. Because tricolor was created at a particular time. But when we touch a Shivalinga, or when we touch a tree, or when we touch the river, we are touching the God directly. That is the difference. Because the material cause of this world is the same reality, which is the efficient cause. So, Tadevaham sadanandam brahmaivaham sanatanam. So that is my essential nature, which is the eternal, absolute, infinite being. Tvam iti etat idam iti etat mattaha anya nasti kinchana. You, me, this, all of them are not other than me. Now see how just little bit of contemplation is required. There are three persons. See? Three persons are first person, singular, then second person, and the third person. How the business is conducted? I, the first person, is talking to you, the second person, about the third person, God, Brahman, or my enemy. So three persons. Now, if the first person is not there, the second person has no existence. And what is our life's business? Only this much. The first person talking to the second person about the third person. That's it. Therefore, nothing can exist without me. If I am not there, my wife cannot be there. If I am not there, my business cannot be there. If I am not there, my country cannot be there. Everything is contained in me. Unfortunately, we do not recognize what is that I. Vedesya sarvai ahameva vidya. What is worthy of knowing through the study of scriptures is only who is this I. And once you take this as your spiritual practice, then you will come one day by God's grace to know that all those who are miserable, they are always non-existing entities. See? Like this way. One girl, she got divorced and there was some function in their house. The mother said, you cannot attend this function. You go out and come late in the evening. She said, why I can't attend? No. You are not Saubhagyavati. He said, but that fellow is not dead. He is still there. But he is not your husband? No, he is not. Then you are not Saubhagyavati. Now a big question came. So the mother told, go and ask your Swamiji. The unnecessary problem sent to me. Then she came and asked me, Swamiji, this is the question my mother has asked me to ask you. After divorce, the girl continues to be sadhva or vidva. After divorce, the girl is widow or not widow. Then I told, the girl is a window. See friends, when divorce happens, the husband doesn't die because he never existed. This non-existing husband disturbs the non-existing wife. Samsara suru. Just think friends. So what the husband should do? He should know that basically he is a man. By mistake he became a husband. So accept your mistake. And then take life lightly. Don't take heavily. One man went home, knocked the door. Suddenly he lifted his wife and went to the dining table. He said, what happened to you today? Was your Swami romantic or what in satsang? No, he told, you must carry your burdens. Relax. The truth is not a burden. Therefore, don't become serious at all. We should be sincere and not serious. Many times we mistake sincerity with seriousness. Thereafter, chit chaitanya rupoham ahameva parashivaha. So chit chaitanya rupoham. I am the pure conscious existence, and that is what is called as Param Shiva or the Paramatma or the Bhagwan or Brahman. Ati bhava swarupoham ahameva sukhatmakaha sakshi vastu vihinatvan sakshitvam nasti me sada. Now from here a different turn is taken. See, many seekers when they are practicing knowledge or meditation, They are practicing this witnessing consciousness. I have also gone through that foolishness. One day by God's grace, something clicked. And what is the click? I am a witness of what? Of you all. So where is my attention? My attention is on you. And what is inside? A struggle. Then I should not get influenced by any one of you. If somebody is sleeping, I am a witness. I should not sleep in competition with him. If somebody comes late, I am a witness. I should not become angry. If somebody goes halfway, I am a witness. I should not shout at him. In short, where is my attention? On you. See. But if there is none other than me, how can I be the witness? Do I say, I am witness of my hand. My hand has gone in somebody's pocket and picked a purse. I am the witness. See friends, witnesshood demands there is someone other than you. And therefore it is said here, Sakshi vastu vihinatvat sakshitvam nasti me sada. When there is nothing other than me, what I will be witness of? Then what should be our spiritual practice? It's very simple. Remain indifferent. Koi vando, koi nindo. Let somebody come, let somebody go. And when you start remaining indifferent in your life to everything and being, you know what happens? You start living always in the utter present. You don't carry the burden of the past, nor you create the worries of the future, because you are in the utter present. This has to be practiced. And this is what Bhagavan says in Gita. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priya. When you talk about witness, you have got good, bad people here around, and yet I don't get this. No. Be indifferent. Who cares? Like our vision is indifferent to all colors and forms. Like our mind is indifferent to all thoughts. As much the noble thoughts erupt in the mind, that much the ignoble thoughts also erupt. As much the divine thoughts come in our mind, the devilish thoughts also come in the mind. See, so let it come, who cares? But then the yogis struggle. Yoga, chitta vritti, and then you find out why it is not happening, because the water is dropping on the plastic mug in the bathroom and the children don't understand. Oh, be indifferent. Let it fall. And earlier you are disturbed because the water is dropping, tuck, and you are biting and your teeth, and after some time it stops. Then another worry starts. Pani gaya? See friends, when you learn to remain indifferent, that is the highest spiritual practice. Shatro mitre putre bandhau ma kuru yatnam vigraha sandhau. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Remain totally indifferent. Kevalam brahma matratvat aham atma sanatana aham evadisho shesho ahamesha aham shesho aham evacha. Kevalam brahma matratvat aham atma sanatana. Being only immaculate, pure, conscious, blissful existence, I am the eternal being. That which doesn't have the beginning can never end. And therefore, if we imagine, if I do this thing, I will get realized it is a totally wrong approach. Na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyage naiki amritatva manusho. Not through karma, not through wealth, not through charity, not going to the temple, not going to the Gangaji and taking a dip. See? Why people go to the Kumbh Mela? No, they say if you take bath in the Kumbh Mela, all your sins are washed away. Oh. So all these sadhu sannyasis go there, they must be sinful. They are also going there to wash their own sins. All these things are only external. Whether you want or you don't want, whether you know or you don't know, you are divine. Only our scriptures have the courage to say this. See, my friends. Then all other that we do, go to the temple, take the darshan, good time pass. But we go to the temple, therefore you see, all our gods, they have got this mudra. It is not a Varadahasta. Everybody goes and demands. And longer the namaskar, longer the list of demands. They will be doing the long namaskar. And then they get, forgot one thing, again second. We don't go for God. We go there for getting our desires fulfilled. And that is why the Lord hand is enough. How much will you ask? And if you don't stop, he says, Dekha. Friends, go to the temple for the sake of the Lord happily. Go empty, come empty. The real spiritual practice is empty yourself. How much garbage is collected in our heart? And to remove that, you have to start from outside. When you go home, see how many things are in your house which you have not used for last 6 years. There was one Tamilian family and I went to their house, nice idli dosha. So, husband watch. Husband said, Swamiji, I tried to tell my wife but she doesn't understand. I had a training in inventory management in Japan and we were taught that anything which is not used for last 6 months should be removed from the inventory list. There's no need. But she doesn't understand. So I told him, I said, look here, if she understands, she will never marry you. It's a very clear understanding that she doesn't understand, therefore she married you. Then the wife said, Swamiji, please tell my husband, he doesn't understand. So I kept quiet. You tell him that if I had to throw out the things out of the house which I had not used for 6 months, first thing will be thrown out of the house. See, friends, just observe how much garbage we have collected in our house. Learn to empty. This habit of collecting the things outside doesn't remain outside, it goes inside. And inside it goes in the form of memories. See? WhatsApp. How many WhatsApp? The same thing comes to you 20 times, but you will never delete it. Kaam aayega. Kisko dikhana hai? Everybody has got the same stuff. Keep on accumulating. And then one day, all the memories filled. And then one lady asked me, probably in Goa or somewhere, Swamiji, I want to take a selfie with you. I said, you cannot take. No, I can. I said, try. She did it. And a message came on the phone. No space. I told you. Why this is happening? You have never deleted anything in your phone. Even from the phone, if you delete, it is not a loss. Exactly the same way. Delete your past. Remain in the present. See? Kevalam Brahma Matratvat Aham Atma Sanatanaha Aham Eva Adi Shesham Aham Shesho Aham Eva Hi. Adi Shesh, the one who is supporting the whole world and yet remaining the same. Like if you have to define the ocean, can you define the ocean like this? Ocean is summation of all the waves is equal to ocean? No. Ocean is much more than that. If you have to define the space, can we say the summation of the north plus east plus south plus west plus the corners plus the up and so the summation of the 10 directions is equal to space? No. Space is much more than that. In the infinite, finite is imagined. Man is not a total of the son, the husband and the father. Man is much more than that. Therefore, aham eva sanatanaha, then nama rupa viyuktosmi aham ananda vigraha, indriya bhava rupoham sarva bhava sarupagaha, nama rupa vimuktoham. This is another very simple spiritual practice. Nama means sound. Rupa means form. If you starve your mind with one of the two, don't give any sound to the mind or don't give any form to the mind. The mind will dissolve like the ice cube dissolves in the waters. Expose yourself to utter silence. Mind cannot survive. Mind dissolves in pure consciousness. This is the meaning. Nam Rupa Vimuktoham. Then Aham Ananda Vigraha. Then I am the very embodiment of bliss. Is it not our experience in deep sleep? In deep sleep, where are we? What are we? What is our shape? Whether we fat or thin? What is our figure in the deep sleep? 36, 24, 36, no. There is no figure. Therefore, no figure. And therefore, you are happy. And when you are happy, you have to make noise. So, you go on snoring. So, all those people who snore, they are real happy people. Thank you, Swami. Now I can go and tell my wife, don't condemn me, I am happy. Then, Indriya bhava rupoham sarva bhava sarupagaha. I am free from the limitations of the sense organs and I support everything. Bandha mukta vihinoham shashvatananda vigraha. Never I was in bondage nor I had to get liberation. Remove this funny thing that we have to get moksha, liberation. First of all, find out, are you bound? We only imagine, I am very unfortunate. So if you have to imagine, why don't you imagine, I am very happy? Everything is only in imagination. So if we have to imagine, why not go the positive way? Therefore, bandha mukti vihinoham. Never was any bondage, nor I am ever liberated. I am as it is. This thought is reflected in Mandukya Upanishad, in the Karika of Gaudapadacharya, where he says, Na nirodho na cha utpatti na baddho na cha sadhakaha na muktaha na mumukshurvai ittesha paramartata. This is the ultimate truth, ittesha paramartata. What? Nobody is a seeker, nobody has sought, nobody is bound, nobody is liberated, nothing is created, nothing is destroyed. This is the ultimate truth. Therefore, Don't unnecessarily go on. Like some people ask, Swamiji, when will I get liberation? I said, I don't know about you, but I know about me. Oh, you know, yes. When will you get liberation? When you go away. You are eating my head. Friends, what will you do after liberation? Similarly, the other thing. Swamiji, when will I have the vision of God? Chasma badlo. Where God is not. But we are, it is something like we are sitting here. One man asked me the question, Family, you always talk about, see the God in your mind. But what is the mind? Where is the mind? I said, okay, you don't reply the questions, keep the answers in your mind. Then when I said, now tell, then you tell. So I asked him, keep it in your mind, okay? He said, all right. 1 plus 1, keep in your mind. 2 plus 2, keep in your mind. Then I told him, 4 plus 4, keep in your mind. Then our last question, 8 minus 8, now tell how much it is. He said 6. So I did namaskar. I said, I accept my defeat. See friends, this is such a terribly foolish thing in life. One has to get rid of bondage, liberation, many. Nobody is bound. Nobody is ever liberated. Therefore, Adi Chaitanya Matroham Akhandaika Rasosmeham. I am ever the unbroken, blissful being. Just go on practicing it. See, don't do meditation. Play meditation. Like the children play home. The brother and the sister, they become husband-wife. They really don't become husband-wife. They are only playing. Exactly the same way. Play meditation. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. From within you will get the directions. Don't have to ask anybody outside. Therefore, Vang mano gocharaschaham sarvatra sukhavanaham sarvatra purna rupoham bhumanando mayosmeham. I am beyond the scope of the speech, mind, etc. And I am ever the infinite, always blissful being. Therefore, sarvatra purna rupoham. Anywhere, wherever I am complete, fulfilled. We have to lead a life of fulfillment. What is the meaning of fulfillment? There are no loose ends left in our life anytime. In our day-to-day life, what is fulfillment? We have checked in our luggage, we have got our boarding pass, and now we are waiting for the announcement. So now there is nothing. Take off. So, yeah, after you get a boarding pass, and then you go with the, Arey, main to bhul gaya. No, nothing now, it's over. Once the door is closed, it will not be opened. See, friends, that state, 24/7, this is what is called as the life is fulfilled. And it can be attained only through Etat buddhva buddhiman syat kritakrityascha bharata. Only through wisdom to come to discover that you are not an ordinary, disgusted, useless body, but you are supporting all the disgust without becoming disgusted. Sarvatram truptirupoham paramrita rasosmeham ekameva dvitiyam sat brahmaivaham na samshaya. Sarvada sarvatra truptirupoham. I am always content, fulfilled everywhere. See. Now what is the meaning of contentment? Whatever is perfect. आज का भोजन बहुत अच्छा है. Start your day with this attitude. Today is the best day of my life. Only one day you remain happy. Today. That's it. Tomorrow become miserable, no problem. It will never come. What we do the other day, Acha, from tomorrow I will be happy. And it never happens. See, friends, to be happy you don't require anything. That is your essential nature. Unhappiness comes when we start expecting the things. One formula I will tell you and promise you will not do it. The formula is write off your rights right away on everyone before they perform your rights right now. Whenever there is any kind of expectation, you are bound to suffer. No expectation of any kind. Like one young boy met me on, I think, Singapore airport, and he asked me this. Swami, I am your fan and I am always thinking about you. You have been moving around, giving talks to so many places, but the people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? All your efforts are going waste. People don't change. I said, look here, I am not a fool. You don't know the secret of our life. What is the secret? I said, what is the secret of the life of a successful doctor? Sarve bhavantu roginaha. No doctor ever cures a patient. He maintains the patient. Same way, our prayers are to the Lord. Sarve bhavantu ajnanina. We don't want you to change. You continue to be miserable. So that our market continues. The moment you become healthy, you will never go to the doctor, is it not? Kam ho gaya. In the same manner, let your misery continue. Hamara market bana rahega. Friends, God could not improve His own creation. Do you think my talks are going to improve anybody? Then why are you talking? Time pass. Like you come here for time pass, I don't have any doubt about it. See? And then it becomes addiction. Because there is something to look forward to. We must have something to look forward to in life. And therefore in Upasana, you are busy. Get up early in the morning, finish your morning ABCD, finish your bath, then do the puja, then do the chandan, make nice malas, and read Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, do the japa. You have something to look forward to. If you have nothing to look forward to, then you sleep like a pig up to 10 o'clock, prosperity. See? And what you can think about, aaj breakfast mein kya khayenge? There is something much more than kya khayenge in life. A great glutton, when he died, he went to the up and God asked him, hey, I sent you as a human being, what did you produce? What did you do? He said, okay, first I'll tell you what did I do and then I'll tell you what I produced. I ate 3 truckloads of rice because I am from South India. Then I have consumed 7 tankers of milk because I was in Punjab. It's okay. But what did you produce? Garbage. Ahar nidra bhaya maitunancha samanya etat pashubhindranam dharmo hitesham adhiko visheshaha dharmena hina pashubhis samana. Other than this, what is our achievement in life? Just look within. When we are not in this world, there was nothing lacking. When we leave this world, nothing will be lacking. Don't trust me? Go and see. See? Nothing will be lacking. But we only have the notion because of me the things are happening. Therefore, when our prior absence and the later absence has no impact on the world, do you think our present presence has any value? But what an arrogance. And because of that we suffer in life. Therefore, to discover yourself, you have to dissolve yourself. See? भगवान को खोजो मत, खो जाओ. Disappear. And the disappearance is called as devotion, surrender to the divine will. Jehi vidhi rakhe Ram, tehi vidhi rahi. Surrender is not an act of pessimism. On the contrary, it is the fulfillment of wisdom. See, friends, in this manner, sarvatra trupti rupoham paramrutra sosmyam ekameva dvidiyam sad brahmaivaham na samshaya. Let there be no doubt about it. This is our essential nature. Sarvashunya swarupoham sakalagama gocharaha muktoham moksha rupoham nirvana rupavanaham satya vijnana matruham sanmatra anandavanaham turiyatita rupoham nirvikalpa swarupavan sarvada yaya rupoham nirogosmi niranjanaha aham shuddhosmi buddhosmi nityosmi prabhu asmi aham ओंकारार्थ स्वरूपोस्मि निष्कलंकमयोस्म्यहम चिदाकार स्वरूपोस्मि नाहम अस्मि न सोस्म्यहम. In this manner, each and every mantra of this Upanishad is such a contemplative one. If you keep reading slowly, slowly, you will start being revealed to yourself. Those singers, when they start singing, they start initially, they slowly, slowly, as they get into the depth of singing, then all the various raga and dvesha automatically starts coming out. I don't know what they call raga and dvesha, I know only raga dvesha. It starts coming from within. And that knowledge, which comes from within, is from the eternal source. That knowledge will come from the books. It will disappear. In this manner, the more you become contemplative, easier becomes the life. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.